going on, everyone? Graytown here, and today we are going to be talking about and reviewing, and the prey is going to be the Guacamelee 2 video game for the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and of course the PC. So, arriba! Okay, so sorry, that's right. Today, everyone, we will be exploring the vast and uncharted corners of the Mexiverse in Guacamelee 2. I'm going to be reviewing it on the Nintendo Switch, which is where I've been playing the game on. So right now we're going to be finding out truly what happens when you combine Mexican culture with more fourth wall breaks than Deadpool can shake his two swords at in this Metroidvania-style 2D action platformer realm. So, does the sequel hold up as well as the original game, which was released a few years ago? Well, join me and let's find out. Ondale! Okay, so graphics are up first. The animated cel-shaded graphic style are smooth as butter here. The character models and environments are presented in such a fashion that really complements the theme that the setting is surrounded in. I really liked how Juan, the main character, looked, and there are a variety of costumes to unlock per character as well, which can range from your classic luchador outfit to a giant chicken costume to even the devil wearing a business suit and horns, which is what I played part of the game in. Textures on the world are so vibrant and vivacious at times too that are truly a treat on the eyes to behold. Games like Guacamelee here go to show you that not all video games need to be in 4K Ultra HD with 3D polygons and textures, or use high-end motion capture to be tantalizing. Its simple yet effective approach here works just fine in this situation. And from what I noticed too, there were no real signs of slowdown or frame rate drops while playing in docked mode, and maybe a slight hiccup or two while infrequent in handheld mode. Overall, the animations are fluent, and the game really makes you feel like you're playing an animated movie at times almost. Okay, so gameplay and controls up next. While playing the majority of Guacamelee in handheld mode, I experienced zero issues while navigating Juan and platforming while kicking the living crap out of the demons in the folklore of the Mexiverse. Every command was tight and responsive and allowed me to pull off the crazy combos Juan had at his disposal. And speaking of combos, the game features an array of moves ranging from suplexes to pile drivers to even drop kicks. The scale to this beat-em-up nature of this action platformer is quite vast as well. There are numerous upgrades to unlock, can be done by a collection of gold enemy drops or chests while exploring the interconnected world. You have 4 super moves as well, which include super uppercuts, super punches, super headbutting, and super slamming. All of which can be upgraded a total of 3 times to achieve their maximum potential. Juan can also turn into a chicken himself as well, and this time around, his chicken form can kick some serious tail. The chicken form is almost as powerful as Juan himself, and you can upgrade the chicken form's moves sets also to become the Super Pollo by the end of the game to take down anything or anyone who opposes or tries to eat you as a chicken. Enemies this time around have shields that require you to break them by using a super move indicated by a specific color, and some shields can only be broken while in chicken form as well. Platforming as well also incorporates a lot of maneuvering while mastering the super moves also. Whether it be Juan in the chicken form, or you can use a super move to lunge ability to reach a ledge. About halfway into the game also, you unlock the ability to change the time from past to present dimensions, which also unlocks new gameplay mechanics as well. Some enemies will be shaded out in the past, let's say, so you would have to swap them to the present in order to beat them, and so on and so forth. Other platforming puzzles are showcased by swapping from past to present dimensions as well, seeing as some grapple points, for example, are shaded out in the past, but when turning into the time to the present, while timing your jump just right can reveal the grapple point and perform your leap successfully in the present. Overall, I truly enjoyed the intricate workings of the gameplay offered here, and the game kept switching things up enough to keep me engaged until the very end. Now we move on to story, narrative, and campaign. The plot is fairly simple enough to comprehend. The game takes place approximately 7 years after the first game, where a fat, overweight Juan is pulled back into action to get into shape and stop the evil luchador, Salvador, from taking over the world and bringing it to its doom and destruction. You are then sent on a quest to obtain gems scattered across the Mexiverse while taking down Salvador and his minions along the way. There's a few story boss fights here, but not really a multitude of them, and as much as I would have liked. Though I believe the first game felt like it had more of a plot and or like boss fights to undertake, but the sequel here still is a solid for the most part. The narrative, too, is told in a comic book style presentation almost as well by utilizing text pop-up bubbles with no voice acting, but the same as the first game. However, with that being said, this game does not really require voice acting. It's cute and quirky and much better off by having read-along text as you play. While there is no voice acting with the sound, music, and voice that is present in the title, the overt sounds of the Mexi tunes in the background, such as maracas fused together with acoustic guitar riffs and other delightful tunes and melodies, really help set the mood while making your way deeper and deeper into the Mexiverse underworld. The sound effects as well are on par with how you think they should sound. Punching, kicking, and slamming your foes with your fists and your feet leave such a meaningful impact when you hear them, almost as much as when you see and feel the vibrations of the controller in the palm of your hands. And now we come to replay value. I really enjoyed my time with Guacamelee 2, almost as much as I did the first time around with the first game in the series. I really did not want to start playing after the credits rolled. That to me is a sign of a well-made game. The campaign on normal difficulty will last you anywhere from about 9 to anywhere between 9 to 11 hours, depending on your skill, while on normal difficulty is not impossible, does feature a good challenge at times, especially during some boss and mini-boss as battle sections. Overall, I'm going to say this game has moderate to moderately high replay value that sinks its chicken talons into you deep and turns you into the greatest luchador champion of all time. Okay, so now the overall score and is it worth your time? I'm going to have to give it an 8 out of 10 because the sequel here follows the mantra, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, folks, and rightfully so, it is present here. While the sequel does not add anything groundbreaking to the mix, it is a solid ride from start to finish, adding little nuances in the combat here and there, sprinkling in already robust fighting and platforming systems with more tasty treats for you to enjoy. While the story is not as memorable as the first game, it still serves its purpose at the end of the day and continues its presence as one of the more polished Metroidvania 2D action platforming indie franchises out there. And yes, it is definitely worth your time, especially at a mere I think it's $14.99, $15 a pop, and it's always on sale, people, so it's definitely worth it. So, with that being said, that's my review. So, what do you guys think? Drop a comment and a like below, and if you like it so much, why don't you subscribe? Because I'm going to be doing a few more reviews. I have one more review coming next, and it's my favorite game of all time. So, be on the lookout for that next, and I got my weekly gaming series I'm working on, and a bunch of other stuff. So, with that being said, you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you later.